Alrighty, all back and unpacked from Holden Nationals over the weekend. So we've just got the car back into the shed this week. A little bit of cleaning up to do. Car needs a good wash, but overall we had a lot of good success with the car. Event was ran pretty slow. We had a few oil downs and some little small incidents here and there. Didn't get to do a whole lot of filming, but I have got some content from inside the car and a couple of bits of footage from the outside. Car ran absolutely flawless. Didn't end up having to put a spanner onto the car once, which was excellent. So Friday night we tested, I think that was from 5 till 10. So there's a small time curfew that's been put in place now over at Heathcote Park, which is out of our hands, unfortunately. You used to be able to run over there until whenever you'd like, 1 or 2 a.m. But unfortunately, there's a little time curfew in place now till 10. So we, I think there was over 100 cars testing Friday night. We were the 99th car to get through the gates and test on Friday by the time we got there at 4. So was very busy, was very packed, so limited track time. But we only managed to get 2 passes on the Friday night. First pass off the trailer was 10-1, 136, I believe it was, with a couple of issues in place. The shift light that we installed didn't seem to work during a pass. We could get it working in the pits, testing it. We tested it at 3,000, 2,000. You bring the revs up and it was fine. But during a pass, just didn't seem to want to match the RPM of the engine. So a couple of issues there. And by the second pass on Friday night, we managed to get a 999. I think it was 135, 136, which was excellent. Just to finally get that monkey off our back and get the 9, which we were after, as discussed in the last video. I did say I thought it would piss it in. And it did, but it was super tight. So working away, and we chipped away at it on Saturday. We didn't get our first pass over there until I think it was about 2 o'clock, and it was really warm. So I think it was around 30, 32 degrees on Saturday. Track was very greasy, but we worked with what we got, and it is what it is. We traveled all the way just to have a good time, catch up with a lot of people, and it was excellent. There was a few tough TORANA hatches there, which was good. Catch up with all our interstate mates. And I'll throw in some footage along the way of what we got from inside the car, and we'll keep on going through it. Thought I'd just touch on this quickly as I'm watching through the footage editing. You'll notice in the video how it was touching the limiter as I discussed earlier on in the video about the shift light. So the limiter started to become a little bit of an issue. So we changed it from 82 to 8400 on the, it's just got a rev chip with a 6AL box in it. So we changed it to 84 and it was still hitting the limiter through the traps. Not uncommon for those 6AL boxes with a rev limiter chip to be out by sometimes a couple hundred RPM, maybe even more. So in the end, we ended up running our best time by removing the rev chip completely. So I think towards the end there, that last pass through the traps, it was revving over 8.5 easy as we had the 84 in it, and it was hitting that just before the finish line as well. So just thought I'd mention that as well, but definitely seemed to help it as we did get that PB we were after. All right, I think somehow we've managed to snag the last pass of the night. The last run before, you would have seen the light went red and timed out, so hopefully we can run it.
At least you won't have to slow down now.
I know.
Hope it doesn't spin.
Baby. Baby, give me that 9.7. That felt good. Give it to me. Come on. Solid rib. As you can see, overall, we had a few first issues at the start of it when we first got the car onto the truck on Saturday, battling it out in the heat. It was pretty warm. So first couple of passes, it did spin quite frequently. Managed to work around that. We just ended up not using the trans brake in the end, working with the diff gears and the converter. We just don't have an ignition set up in this car yet with a two-step, so it was either all or nothing. And from Friday night, gauging off of how it reacted, it worked best with the foot brake. So we just went into the final round there using the foot brake. So from racing this car up at the bend, you know, we started getting 1.5 60 foots and 1.4s, high 1.4s, maybe even mids. But that first Friday night pass, it went 141 in the 60, which isn't that great, but it's all right for what we're doing with this car. So that was good. But then rolling out from that last pass with a 130 in the 60 was just amazing. To get it out of this, I really didn't think it had that in it. Picked up over a full 10th, which is great. And really that's where you make up your time slip. It's all hitting that 60 foot pretty hard. And with a combo like this, it's quite hard with all the power is up, you know, up in the rev range, not down low. So hitting it hard off of the foot brake worked well for what we've got. So overall, very happy. We've got the monkey off our back, so to speak, with this car. We're going to put it back to how it was and convert it back to the other bonnet, change the wheels back, put the exhaust on it, and fill this thing up with some 98 and go for a cruise. As I think we're going to leave the racing for this car for a while now. We've done what we needed to do and just build it for what we did, and that's enjoy it. So anyway, thanks for tuning in on this video. Appreciate you all. I've got a bit of work going on in the background with some other cars, so I'm going to smash that out, rip into them, and hope to bring you some of that in the coming weeks, maybe on the channel. So once again, thanks for watching. We'll see you all on the next one. Cheers.